Thanks to the ColourSpec Exact Match Refinishing system, competent DIYers can now achieve professional quality repairs at home. This neat 67 Fairlane had developed an unsightly rust spot that needed addressing before turning into a bigger problem. Traditionally, you'd have to visit the local body shop for such a repair. Not so with ColourSpec Aerosol. Repairs like this can be tackled at home, yet still attain a pro-quality finish, all at an affordable price. Here's how. Start by removing any surrounding mouldings and trim work, as they're easily damaged. To remove the bulk of the corrosion and get down to clean, fresh metal, scrape away any crud and flaking paint. Then grind with an abrasive disc, followed by a drill-mounted wire wheel. Although clean looking, trace amounts of rust will still remain, which will need to be treated with rust converter. Clean up any excess converter with water and methylated spirits. Before priming, feather out the edges with 120 grit sandpaper, followed by 220 grit. Any quality repair will require multiple sanding and painting procedures. For any sanding, always use a sanding block, as this will keep the surface perfectly flat and ripple free. To stop unwanted crud and debris getting caught in your paint finish, thoroughly clean the area with wax and grease remover, with a clean, lint-free cloth every time before painting. Any bare metal must be pre-primed with ColourSpec Etch Primer. It offers superior adhesion as well as corrosion protection. ColourSpec Etch Primer only requires a light sand with 320 to knock down the peel. To speed things up, sanding can be done dry. You can wet sand, however this requires much longer drying times. Next up, ColourSpec Primer Surfacer. Apply 2 solid coats with around 20 minutes drying time between coats. Notice how the size of the repair area is beginning to grow. This is to ensure seamless blending. Like ColourSpec Etch Primer, Primer Surfacer is fast drying and can be sanded in around 40 minutes on a warm day. Colder temperatures may require longer drying times. The easy sanding properties of ColourSpec Primer Surfacer means relatively fine 600 grit paper easily removes any peel. The ColourSpec database contains the exact mixing formulas for more than 90,000 factory colours. Every car's colour is identified by a unique alphanumeric paint code. Typically, this code is found on the build plate, which you'll find affixed to the firewall or door jamb. Take this code into any super cheap auto outlet and they'll mix your car's colour in an aerosol while you wait. It's that easy! Before laying on your freshly mixed paint, thoroughly clean the area with wax and grease remover. I cannot stress enough the importance of cleaning. The more meticulous you are with each of the sanding and cleaning procedures, the better the end result will be. Shake the can for a full 5 minutes prior to application. Your first coat should be very light, as the base coat needs to be gradually layered up using successive coats. Attempting to apply it in one thick, heavy application invariably risks paint runs and sags, both of which will ruin the final finish if not completely sanded out. Consistent coverage is easy thanks to the specially developed nozzle. It produces a wide, even spray pattern. The nozzle is also high volume, which provides great coverage and a smooth finish straight out of the can. Give each pass a 50% overlap to eliminate streaking and mottling. It typically requires 3 to 4 good coats to attain full coverage, with around 15 to 20 minutes flash drying time between coats. ColourSpec aerosol cans also feature a generously sized trigger button, which makes tackling larger areas easy on your spraying finger. To match your factory paint finish, ColourSpec employs the same clear over base system as used by your vehicle's manufacturer. This is why base coat dries with little to no gloss, requiring ColourSpec acrylic clear coat or deep crystal clear to bring up the gloss, as well as seal and protect the base coat. Allow the freshly applied paint to dry for 40 minutes or more before applying clear. ColourSpec can be cut and buffed to a lustrous shine. Try that with any ordinary pressure pack. For best results, allow the clear coat to fully cure for at least 24 hours or more. Then wet sand with 1000 grit paper, before buffing with Meguiar's Ultimate Compound, either by hand or with a DA polisher for faster results. Leave your fresh paint for 6 weeks before waxing, as waxing seals the surface, which prevents the solvents from evaporating out. Lastly, Meguiar's Ultimate Liquid Wax will protect your repair from the elements, whilst giving it that legendary Meguiar's shine. Job done. How's that for a radical improvement? Take your time and carefully follow each of the cleaning, sanding and painting processes, and there's no reason you can't achieve a full-on professional result. That's because ColourSpec's aerosol refinish paint system is a professional grade, UV resistant product capable of delivering a factory-like finish that will maintain its good looks for years to come. For more info, along with a host of other handy hints and tips, plus other step-by-step how-to videos, head to the ColourSpec website